Now my IMDb isn't popping up. Hello, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. What? Oh, okay. Sorry. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. It is Wicked Wednesday. It is Live with Kristy Wednesday. And I haven't been here in a couple weeks, so I've missed y'all. So again, happy Valentine's Day. I have a lot to talk about today. I have several movies in front of me, some stuff from my collection. I have some products to talk about. I want to talk about Creep Icon. I have several movies, several honorable mentions. So yeah, let's get to it. So how are y'all doing today? All right, I was trying to get my IMDb to pop up so I can talk about the movies, but it's not working right now. Sorry. I don't know if it's the internet. Okay, well, anywho's. How are y'all? Let's see. Hello, JB. Hello, Andrew, Jeff, David. Hello, Nightmare Groupie. Hello, Ryan. Ryan, I want to talk about you here in just a moment. Jeff, Robert, Sin66 the Pug, how are you? Captain Spaulding, Fred. Hey, Fred. I'm so proud of Fred. Fred is working at Blake Shelton's new restaurant here in Las Vegas on the Strip, and I know that they were super busy for the Super Bowl, and Blake and Gwen, I know, did a performance there too, so I hope you had fun, Fred. I know it was really busy for you. Super proud of you. Yay. Hello, Anthony. How are you? Hello, Dan. Hello, Tony. Hey. Well, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Thank you for joining in. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate y'all joining me for Valentine's Day. I don't know if y'all are just off work or on break or at home or what y'all are doing today. Y'all have any plans for later today, or have you done anything? Hello, how are you? Aldebaro? Am I saying that right, I hope? Hello, Israel. Hey. Hello, Lewis. Yay. Gonna hit Nightmare Toys this weekend. All right. Can't wait. All right, guys. So I have a lot to talk about. So the three movies we're going to talk about, obviously, is Lisa Frankenstein. We did that for the podcast. Me and Brian just did that. That will air on Friday. That seems to be the movie that everybody's talking about at the moment. It's really the only one that's come out at the theater since like Night Swim and Thanksgiving. So it's been a little boring for a minute for horror movies. Nothing's really came out. So yeah, Lisa Frankenstein. We'll be talking about that. And it's perfect love story for Valentine's Day. And then I have an older movie I want to talk about, Blood Moon. Blood Moon. I got this at the Severin booth at Creep Icon. I think Brian ended up picking up one too. I had never seen it before, and the guy behind the table said, hey, this is a really good one. I know you like slashers. It's an Australian slasher. And so I picked it up, I watched it, and I loved it. So we'll talk about this. And Skeletons in the Closet, which is a brand new movie that just came out on Shudder. With Terrence Howard and Cuba Gooding Jr. I can't get that out. Cuba Gooding Jr. I can't get it out. Anyway, so we'll talk a little bit about that movie too. And I have some honorable mentions. So what are y'all saying? Let me see what y'all are saying real quick, and then we'll get to it. I'll start talking about Lisa Frankenstein first. Bob Marley biopic. Yeah, that looks like it might be pretty good. I'm down for any kind of biopics or anything about anybody. Thoughts on Lisa? Well, hello, Patrick. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you, Captain Spaulding. Yep, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and enjoy the stream. Thank you. We're waiting for Abigail too. Yeah. What's not horror? What's not horror? Okay. All right, so let's talk about Lisa Frankenstein. I'm noticing everybody is loving the movie, and yes, it's a cute movie, and that's basically like the only like adjective I can like kind of come up for it. Cute. Oh yeah, Bob Marley. Yeah, it's not horror. But it's, I don't know, maybe because I'm older, I don't know. It's not necessarily my kind of movie though, but it is. I liked it, so I didn't hate it. There's nothing really bad to say about it or anything. It's just not my kind of movie. It's very artsy, and then it's a teenage love story. I mean, that's what it is, and I'm just like, eh. I'm not into the sappy love story stuff really. But I knew that's what this movie was about going into it, you know, so whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's cute. It's a very cute movie, and there's a lot of creative moments in it too. So can't deny that, and good performances too. I wish my IMDb was working. I don't know why it's not. It just keeps buffering. I don't know. My internet might be weird. Oh, here we go. It's coming up now. It's trying to pull that up. Lisa Frankenstein. Okay. So I was very happily surprised by the actress that plays the stepmom. She, Carlo Gugino? I can't say that either. Carla Gugino. She was in House of Usher, and I absolutely loved her in House of Usher. And I really loved her in Lisa Frankenstein. She plays Lisa's stepmom. Who wrote Jennifer's Body. And I do like Jennifer's Body. Yeah. Hey, Noah. How are you? I do like Jennifer's Body, and it was directed, by Zelda Williams, who is Robin Williams' daughter. So that's a really cool, fun fact about it. And she did a great job. And it's a good movie for her first time directing. And, you know, if this is what's to come from her, you know, that's hell yeah. Hey, Trico, how are you? Hey, Mike. Hi. Thank you for joining in. Happy Valentine's Day. But basically, like I said, Lisa Frankenstein is a love story. You have Lisa. I won't say too much for those who haven't watched it, but you have Lisa and her dad. Her mom, you find out a little bit in the movie that she was murdered. But her dad is remarried. So now you have the stepmom and you have a stepsister. And the stepsister, her name is Taffy. Taffy, isn't that cute? And this is set in 89. So that was really cool, all the 80s stuff and everything. And Taffy is like really happy-go-lucky and really positive, and she really loves, like, she likes Lisa, and she wants Lisa to, you know, strive in school and have friends, and she wants all of them to be a nice, happy little family, even though, you know, there's a stepmom and a stepdad involved, but she wants everybody to be a happy little family. Lisa is kind of laid back and kind of depressed and just kind of like blah. And at the beginning of the movie, she's kind of wearing frumpy clothes and all that, and just kind of like, just not interested in things. She has a crush on a boy named Michael in school. And she also goes to the cemetery to kind of just hang out. Like, that's like her chill spot, which is cool. There is a statue that she likes to sit, and she likes to talk to that statue. And she's kind of infatuated with the statue, right? Well, now here comes a storm, and it electrifies the statue, and now it's a statue of a guy. So now he's alive. He's a corpse. And somehow he finds her and goes to her house, and now she has to deal with him. And they befriend each other throughout the movie while she's having this crush on this other boy. And you can tell that the corpse is having a crush on her throughout the movie. And then things happen. Like, she's becoming happy and she's dressing differently. She helped him get dressed and get a look together because he can't look like a corpse all the time. And so he kind of threw some new clothes at her, which was a cute, funny moment in the movie. So now, you know, she's getting happy, and she's changed her clothes. She's kind of more goth now, and I loved her little outfits. All her outfits were really cute. And now she's doing makeup and doing her hair, and she's like really happy now. So that's happening to her throughout the movie, as you kind of see this friendship forming between the corpse and her, but yet you can tell the corpse is, you know, kind of into her. Well, he needs body parts too. And things happen that, I guess this is where the horror comes in part, because it's not necessarily a horror movie. It's more like a dark comedy. And people have been saying kind of like Heathers or whatever. A little bit like that. Yeah. I see that. But I guess the horror part is, you know, people do die so she can get body parts for him. And what's really creative about the movie, I thought, is that they use a tanning bed to electrify him. And so every time he gets a new body part, he gets in the tanning bed, and then now all of a sudden, like he got an ear, and now he electrifies himself in the tanning bed, and now all of a sudden he can hear with that ear, and so forth. That happens with all the body parts. And then you get to the end with the end body part. I won't say what that is. But anyway, she finds out that the guy that she has a crush on in school ends up being an asshole. And then, you know, all is well. And she ends up figuring out she has a crush on the corpse. And you get a happy ending. Literally, you get a happy ending. So that's kind of sort of what it's about. A lot of creativeness, though. This movie was stunning to look at. It was a gorgeous movie. Hello, Elaine. How are you? Hello, Bill. Hello, Zombie Momsen. Hello. Two classic horror comedies of the 80s, like Lisa Frankenstein, could be fun at times, but didn't really live up to the hype at times. Yeah, Trico, that's a good point, because I think Brian said something like that, too, within the podcast. That, there was a few moments in the movie too that kind of dragged on a little bit. I don't know. It was cute. I'm not sure of any other adjective to use for the movie. And if you like cute movies, then you might like this movie. If you like sappy love stories between teenagers, you might like this. I mean, it was creative how they incorporated, you know, the Bride of Frankenstein into it and all that and everything too. It was creative. My boyfriend's back. Yep, I was thinking my boyfriend's back as I was watching it. Hey, Aaron, how are you? So, yeah, I don't know. It's just not my type of movie, but I don't have anything bad to say about it, though. I did see some people say that they would have liked the movie to have been longer. No, I'm not on that. I think it was long enough. It was already like an hour and 40 minutes. I think it was long enough. It told the story, so I'm not sure what those people wanted more out of it. I guess they wanted more story. I'm not sure. But, yeah. It's a good love story for Valentine's Day. Will I be getting it for my collection? No. Will I ever watch it again? I don't know. Probably not, to be honest with you. I give it a 6 out of 10. And that's just because, again, it's just not my type of movie. So, all right. Anywho's. Let's move on to Skeletons in the Closet. This is a brand new movie, like I said, from brand new 2024 movie. It just got put on Shudder, and it was actually filmed here in Vegas. So that's cool. It had a lot of shots, like wide shots of the Strip. Like the movie's going on, and then all of a sudden, here's a big wide shot of the Strip, and then the movie goes back. It did that a lot. You see Vegas a lot. But you've got Sally Kirkland. She plays a psychic in this movie. And then you've got Terrence Howard. He plays a dad, and Cuba Gooding Jr., who plays his brother. Hello. You got the Slimer popcorn bucket? Yeah, it reminded us of Warm Bodies, too. That's a good one, Jeff. Brian said something about that, too. I am great, Elaine. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. So, this movie, before I begin and I talk about this movie, I don't have a lot to say about it. This is the part of my show where I tell you about a movie that, again, I would never tell anybody to not watch a movie. But this is where I say, if you kind of pass this movie up, I think you'll be okay. I'm glad I watched it to tell y'all that, because for me, like, I give it like a 3 out of 10. There was nothing exciting about this movie at all. I was excited about it though when I watched the trailer to it, and then having, you know, Terrence Howard and Cuba Gooding Jr. in it. I like both of them, and I like Sally Kirkland and stuff. And another actor, Udo, big tall scary guy, Udo, I think is his name. I cannot pronounce it. It's foreign. Hold on. Let me see. But he's like really scary. He's always playing like scary bad guys. So he's in it. Yeah, Udo, Kier, Kier. Anyway, so he's in it too. And I was like, okay, cool cast. Let me watch this. And it's new. So basically it's about Terrence Howard is a dad, and he's married, and his daughter, they find out that his daughter, her cancer has come back. He has a small child, and they find out that her cancer has came back. This movie to me is more like drama thriller. There are ghosts and stuff in this movie, but they're so badly CGI'd. And it looks like a La Llorona, but it's not. But they do talk about Santa Muerte? I can't say that, y'all. I'm so sorry. But they do talk about that. But anyway, so they find out their daughter has cancer again. And so now Terrence Howard, the dad, he is trying every which way. He just lost his job too. So he's trying to figure out how he's going to pay for all this and what to do and all this. This is where the movie gets weird, because he first goes to like gangsters to get money. Okay, to pay for the doctor bills and stuff. Like he's going to borrow money from these gangsters. So this happens. And so now you've got gangsters involved. And then all of a sudden now he's going to go to a psychic to figure out more help. And that's where Sally Kirkland, she plays the psychic. So then he also goes to her. And then she's like, oh, no, wait, I've got someone else that can help you. And that's, his name's Luke in the movie, but that's the, I can't say his name. Udo? Is that how you say it? That's where he comes into play. So then he goes to him. He's like scary, weird dude. And I'm not sure. I think maybe he was kind of like Satan or something, possibly. I was trying to figure that out, but he's always had a snake around his neck and just kind of really mysterious. And he was like, you have to have a life for a life, kind of a thing, like telling him this. And so, you know, in order to save his daughter, kind of a thing. So now he's got gangsters and a psychic and a creepy dude. He went to all these people to try to like find help for his daughter. And now he's dealing with all this. Like now he's dealing with the gangsters messing with him, and now he's dealing with this creepy guy and the creepy stuff that's going on with that. And then his wife is having flashbacks from when she was younger, and her flashbacks, she's seeing like this ghost all the time, and it looks like a La Llorona type ghost. And like I said, it's bad CGI. And her flashbacks, she's seeing this scarecrow. So the flashbacks, like I said, are from her childhood. She had some really horrible things happen to her in her childhood. Pretty much the same type of thing of what's happening to her daughter. And what's happening around with the family. And so she's seeing this scarecrow, and the scarecrow like comes alive. I swear to God to y'all, the scarecrow is like the best thing in the movie. It's cool looking, and that's like the only cool creepy thing in the whole movie. And so that's happening with the wife while this is happening with the dad. And then come to find out, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all, because this movie's like, it's very boring. Of course, it's not La Llorona. It's the girl. It's the wife's mom. That's the ghost that she's actually seeing. And then, yeah, it's kind of a movie about history repeating itself. I don't know. It's really strange. It's not that great. It was a bit boring. And I think Terrence Howard and Cuba Gooding Jr. just needed a paycheck. I'm putting that out there. Hello, Logan. Hello, Jimmy. How are you? How are you? So, yeah, that guy. Thank you, Mr. Big Stuff. Yes, thank you, everybody. Oh, boy. Yes, you do need to buy Valentine Bluffs. ASAP, Dan. Okay, so y'all know who I was talking about. Yeah, y'all are probably like, yeah, that movie doesn't sound good at all. It wasn't. Oh, shit. Hello, Lester. How are you? Let's see. Released on this day in 1931. Are you... That is so weird. Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to tell you why that's weird, Lester. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Brian. How are you? Trying to catch up to all the... Hello, that horror couple. Happy Valentine's Day. I love you guys. Let's see. Okay, so... That's weird. Okay, Lester. So I have this scratch-off poster that Brian gave me for Christmas. And it's a movie poster, and you scratch off a movie every single day. And that's what I've been doing, right? Today's movie, I did not know that. I did not know that it's the 93rd anniversary to Dracula today. The movie I scratched off was Dracula today. So that's kind of weird. Okay, that's interesting. I like that. Okay, that's kind of odd. All right, so next movie I want to talk about really quick because I have so much other things I really want to talk to you guys about. This movie I loved. Blood Moon. This is from 1990. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere. I was trying to figure that out and I could not find it anywhere. I am so sorry, but if you can find it somewhere streaming or whatever, maybe on YouTube or something, because I didn't check there, I highly recommend this, especially if you like slasher movies and if you like the exploitation sleazy stuff from back then. This is it right here. Now, or buy it from Severin. That's where I got it. The Severin table at Creep Icon, and it was a suggestion by them, knowing that I love slasher movies, and I had never seen it, and I'm so glad I bought it, and I loved it. Australian, which I love Australian horror anyway. They do some good shit over there in Australia, and it's basically there's not much story to it. I mean, of course, you find out a motive of what the killer is doing, but I mean it is just your basic sleazy exploitation movie. Like, it might have been made in 89 but it came out in 90, like the very last of that, at that very end of that era. And it's girls got horny teenagers, boobs, blood, barbed wire. I mean, you can't go wrong. Tons of kills, tons of cool kills. And basically it's a girls' school. There's a girls' school and a boys' school, and then you have the town. And you have the boys that are in the town, and then you have the boys that are at the boys' school, and then you have the girls' school. And I'm telling you all this because they're all horny for each other. There's a lot of sex going on in this. There's a lot of boobs going on in this movie. And even the headmistress lady, who was an older lady, but very hot, she's even having sex with the students as well. So you see that. And then in the middle of, it's like one person having sex, you have that moment and someone gets killed, and then some other killing is happening in some more of the story, and then there's another sex. I mean, it's, yeah. Everything that I love in a movie, I love it. And then the killer, he uses barbed wire, which is cool, something a little different. He does use some other weapons too, but his main thing is the barbed wire, which is what's on the cover. So make sure when you look up Blood Moon, you see this cover with the barbed wire on it. The only thing I can say about it, like in the middle of the movie, you do find out who it is, and you obviously start to find out the motive. Now, just because sometimes if they reveal a killer and motive and all that right away in the middle of the movie, instead of finding out towards the end, sometimes it can hurt the movie. It does not hurt this movie at all. It even makes it better. I'm telling you. I put down several ouch moments. Ouch, or what the fuck moments, we can call it. There was a whole scene, I swear it might have taken a minute in this whole scene, where it was like, ouch, 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 ouch. It was like 5 different, like him either hurting the person or killing the person, like right off the bat. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I was like, wow, okay, that was awesome. And one of the moments, what I'm kind of talking about is there's a part where and we've seen this before in movies too, where like he's grabbing the knife because there's somebody else that's trying to stab him, grabbing the knife, and or maybe it was her. Anyway, and the knife slides on the hand, on the blade. Oh God, every time I see that happens, like my hand hurts. Oh, that hurts so bad. But that's like one of those little ouch moments. And there was like 5 of those little ouch moments like that, like in a row. He was just going to town. Yeah. And there's just not much more I can say about it. It's just your basic sleazy late 80 or 90 exploitation Australian slasher movie. And I absolutely loved it. Out of the 3 movies, this one I really enjoyed. And I give it like, at the very least, an 8 out of 10 for me. I cannot believe I had never seen this movie before or never even heard of it before. So yeah, that was a good one to buy. Highly recommend that. All right, what are you guys saying? It was Robert. Robert was like, Blood Moon sounds kick-ass. I'm telling you, it was awesome. I was very, very happy and pleasantly surprised after watching that. Most current yeah, Talk to Me. And I liked Talk to Me. Hey, Jimmy, you had a couple speaking parts in the dance scene, Valentine's Bluff. Yay, Valentine's Bluff. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, actually. Oh, okay. Hello, Carlos. Happy Valentine's Day. All right. Hey, Last Elm Street Kid. Are you coming tonight? We're doing My Bloody Valentine tonight. That's why I'm wearing my Fright Rags My Bloody Valentine baseball tee. We're doing that tonight at the cafe at 7 o'clock. I believe tonight is going to be busy. For a while there, we didn't have any reservations or anything for Valentine's Day. We didn't think that we would be busy for Valentine's. I mean, we kind of were last year, but we didn't think we'd be that busy. And I think reservations, I think we're pretty booked up. So that's good. Yay. I know some of the steak places and other places were probably booked up before we were, but yeah. So we might have a really good turnout for My Bloody Valentine. I hope all these people realize we're going to watch My Bloody Valentine tonight. But I'm going to be wearing something cute. I'm going to wear, obviously, my shirt, but I've got some really sexy leggings I'm going to wear tonight, and I've got some red pumps. So I'm going to wear a sexy, cute outfit for everybody. You know me. All right, guys. So besides the 3 movies I talked about, we also have all of these fun Valentine's Day movies to watch today. So my question to you is this. If you have seen all these, I don't know if you have or not, but which one is your favorite? Which one are you watching today? I've already pretty much watched all of them already. Like I said, we're doing My Bloody Valentine tonight. Monday night on my OnlyFans, we did the remake. That was fun. But yeah, these are just some of my versions that I have, my Blu-rays and DVDs. I brought a whole bunch. I think I have the steelbook to My Bloody Valentine, but I didn't bring it. But I also have the DVD, this old Valentine DVD. And I also have this. I know a lot of people have this in their collection with the double feature. So I've got that. And then I've got these versions. And then Lover's Lane. This is something not a lot of people talk about either for Valentine's Day movies. This just came out on Arrow last year. The cover is gorgeous. It was a movie I hadn't seen and I was excited to buy from Arrow. I think I bought it at Texas Frightmare last year. And then I watched it. And I remember not being that impressed with it as I wanted to be. But I need to rewatch it again. I haven't rewatched it. But the cover is really cool and very Valentine's-y. Oh, yes. I forgot about Hospital Massacre. Oh, my God. Thank you. Okay. Now I feel stupid. I totally forgot about Hospital Massacre, and I have that movie too. Because that's Valentine's Day. It's also called X-Ray, a.k.a. X-Ray. No one ever talks about that movie. Thank you so much, that horror couple. I, for me, cannot believe I forgot about that movie. And I love that movie. And I own that one too, and I did not bring it. But yeah, no one ever talks about X-Ray. It's got Bobby Bitten in it. I think that's her name. She's a Playboy model. Yes, thank you, that horror couple. Loved Ones. That could be a good one to watch for Valentine's Day. The Loved Ones. Yep, X-Ray. I cannot believe I totally forgot about X-Ray. Boo! I'm disappointed in myself right now. That horror couple, Kaylee and Robbie, to the rescue. I recommend X-Ray, y'all, if y'all haven't seen that one. I'm not sure where it's streaming. I'm sure it's streaming on Tubi or something somewhere. I'm sure. Okay. So besides, let's see, where's my... Here we go. My Valentine's Bluffs. This is the movie that I am actually in. The store's in. You can see Philip. He's in there giving the finger. It's pretty much a direct sequel to the original My Bloody Valentine, if you have not seen it. And this right here, let me show you this. I actually was trying to show everybody this on my OnlyFans, and I forgot you're not supposed to have weapons on OnlyFans, so I didn't show it very much, because I was like, oh yeah, boom. Anyway, I do have this. This is a prop from Valentine Bluffs. It's one of the pickaxes that the miner does use in Valentine Bluffs. So I do have that. It's really cool. Anyway, Prime and Tubi for X-Ray. Okay, good. Yep, I have it. Thank you, Jeff. I have it on Blu-ray too with Schizoid. Schizoid's good too. Yeah, that's a good double feature. Jean-Luc for life. Right? I love you, Robbie. Hey, Halloween King Myers. How are you? I like pizza. Yeah, I like pizza. I still got to get those stickers made, y'all. Okay, so let me talk about some honorable mentions really quick. I need a drink of water, though. I hope I'm not boring y'all. Am I boring y'all? Oops. Sorry. Okay. So if y'all haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend the Dario Argento Panico documentary that is on Shudder. It's about an hour and 38 minutes long. If you're a big Dario Argento fan, I highly recommend the documentary. It is in a lot of languages. You've got the Italian and the Spanish and the English and the French. You know, you've got a lot of different directors and writers and actors and all that in this documentary. His daughters obviously are in it as well. But yeah, it was just not a whole lot I can say about the documentary, but it was really good. They went through all of his movies as well. So that was kind of fun. Another question I have for you guys is, what is your favorite Dario Argento movie? I have a few because I can't really pick. Of course, I love Demons 1 and 2, Deep Red, Tenebrae, Phenomena. I love all those. I am not a fan of Suspiria, though. And a lot of people love Suspiria, but that's probably like my least favorite Dario Argento movie. I have seen the remake as well, and I don't know. Maybe it's the story of it. I don't know. It's just really weird. But it is kind of weird that I don't like it because I love ballet. So, and that's a big part of it. So I don't know. But I'm just not a fan of Suspiria. Yeah. Inferno was good. Yes, thank you. Jeff, me and you. Yep. I know, I'm not a fan of Suspiria. I know. Happy Valentine's Day, Halloween King Myers. Opera's good. Yeah, I know, I'm not a fan of Nightbreed. Nightbreed, Shaun of the Dead. I don't know, y'all. Halloween Kills. We're not going back on that train, though. We're not going there. I'm just not fans. I can't help it. Never boring. Oh, thank you guys. I love you guys so much. Okay, so another thing I wanted to talk about. I know a lot of us watched Joe Bob's Jamboree thing. Not Jamboree, but Joe Bob's very violent Valentine show. Friday night. That was so much fun. Darcy looked hot as always, of course. And I always love all of Joe Bob's, fun facts and all his little tidbits and everything he has to say about movies. It's very interesting to listen to him talk. I love that they did all the kinky fetishes. It got kind of sexy on the show. I could have gotten up on that panel with Darcy and said a few things. So yeah, it was a good show. The first movie they showed was Freeway, a movie with Kiefer Sutherland and Reese Witherspoon. And that was something I have never seen before. So that was nice that the first movie was something I hadn't seen. And it's something I've wanted to watch, but I've never actually just, okay, I'm going to watch it. Very good movie. I don't know, a little bit shocking maybe with some of the dialogue. It's just weird, some of the stuff coming out of Reese Witherspoon's mouth. But Kiefer Sutherland, he was creepy and scary. But that was a really, really good movie. So that was a great choice. And then the second one was Vamp. That was the second movie. I did go to sleep sometime after they announced that they were doing Vamp, right when the movie kind of started. Then I kind of fell asleep. I usually always fall asleep once the second movie starts. Just saying. But I have seen Vamp a few times, so that one I already know. But Darcy looked fantastic in her cosplay for that too. So yeah, it was a fun one. I liked the violent Valentine show. Yeah, Kiefer was awesome. Darcy's outfit always looks good. I know. I need to go back and watch Opera. I'm going back and seeing what y'all's comments are. I need to go back and watch Opera. I've seen it, but it's been a minute. Halloween finally ends. Blasphemy. know. I know. Blasphemy. Bit lackluster. Yeah. I'm not sure if... I don't know what to say about Vamp, to be honest with you. I like it, but yeah, I guess it is lackluster a little bit. There's parts in it where it's a little bit, boring and stuff too. It's very 80s. You got like Grace Jones. Is there a Valentine's discount? Yes. Actually, there is. I'm so glad you mentioned that. We are doing 15% off today in store and online. So you can still go on the website, y'all. We have gotten some new stuff in. I was going to show y'all a few things, but they are not. The new stuff is not on the website, though. But we do have a sale with everything else that's on the website, 15% off Valentine's Day sale. Or if you come in the store, 15% off all day today, too. And we've had quite a few people come in today getting some Valentine's stuff. It looked cheap. Vamp looked cheap. If that's what you're talking about, yeah, I agree. But it was a fun show. I mean, again, I like listening to Joe Bob. Like, I literally can sit there and listen to Joe Bob all day long, talk about movies and talk about whatever. He can read me a story. I'll listen. I don't know. I like listening to him talk. He's very informative. Let's see. So what do we need to talk about now? Okay, so I talked about the Valentine's Day sale. Thank you very much for mentioning that. I do want to mention, before I talk about Creep by Ekongs, I want to talk about that for a little bit. This past Saturday, me and Brian did get to go meet Peter Cowper, and he played the minor in the original My Bloody Valentine. I have met him before, and so has Brian, actually. We at the same con. It's actually when I met Brian. Back 2018 at Texas Frightmare, Peter was there, and that was the first time I did get to meet him, and I had him sign an 8x10 from My Bloody Valentine. It's one of my favorite 8x10s, actually. And so Tom Devlin's Monster Museum here in Boulder City, he had Peter Cowper there, and Vinny, I cannot say Vinny's last name, but he played in Sorority House Massacre. He was also there too for a signing, and it was tons of fun. It was really cool. I like Sorority House Massacre, so that was a nice little surprise. I guess he's friends with Tom, and I guess they were doing a movie or something together, so he had him come on in and sign with Peter, and Peter is always super nice to talk to. I did tell him that I was in Valentine Bluffs. We did talk about Valentine Bluffs. He gave me his thoughts on it. It was funny. I was like, yeah, I'm the girl that drowned, and my store, Nightmare Toys, is in the movie. And he was like, oh, yeah. That was fun. But he did have some things to say about the movie. He thought it probably could have been a little darker as far as lighting goes, because, the original one was kind of filmed a little dark. So I was like, okay, yeah, I agree with that and everything. He gave some really cool constructive criticism about it. So totally agreed with what he had to say. So that was a nice conversation. And I had him sign my NECA figure, the one that I got from Shout Factory. So that was kind of fun this past Saturday that me and Brian did. So I recommend you to meet Peter Cowper if you ever get the chance at a con or some type of event happening in your town or city. Super nice guy. And I'll tell you this too. It was only $20, and I've never known him to charge really that much anyway for an autograph. $20, and it went to charity. It went to kids' charity. So that was really nice. The other plus, besides all that, he has some really beautiful 8x10s. Like, he has a lot to choose from with 8x10s and just some beautiful photos, beautiful stills and shots from the movie. And posters. He's got like the big posters. He's got all kinds of different really just beautiful posters. So he has some really cool stuff to get signed as far as pictures and posters go. You know, some actors do, some actors don't. Just saying. But Peter has a really, really nice selection. So just wanted to give him a shout out, and that's a recommendation for y'all to go meet him. Yes, and that horror couple was there with us too. That was fun. I love seeing y'all. I was wondering if we were going to get to see you guys, and then you guys were coming up as we were leaving, so that was cool. Kaylee looked pretty as always. Rob, you look cool as always. Went to the children's hospital. Yes, thank you. Is there an online code? No, there's no online code for the website. Everything, once it's put into your cart and everything, then it's 15% off. So that you don't have to have a code or anything. And if you live here, I think we still do pickup, right? You can still do an order here if you live here and do pickup. Yeah. So if you live here in Vegas and you want to order something but just come pick it up, we still do that too. Oh. All right. Let's see. I think that's about it for the movies and all that. And then Creep Icon. That was something we had just done too. We didn't get to talk about that last week because we didn't do a live show or podcast. But this is where I wanted to talk to Ryan. I don't know, Ryan, if you're still on Nightmare Groupie. He's usually on here. His name is Ryan. He was there all weekend doing his cosplay thing, and I want to say kudos to you, Ryan. I've been seeing all your photos on Instagram. They look really cool. It looked like you made a lot of really cool new cosplay friends. There's so many cosplayers there, and everybody is awesome. I really think cosplayers can really make a convention. I say this every time, but I really do, because if that's not happening, it can be a little boring, or if, you know, tensions are getting some people getting a little ill because of long lines and things not happening and stuff, cosplayers can, you know, get a laugh out of you or a scare or whatever, or just make you happy. So yeah, Ryan was doing his thing. So kudos to you, Ryan. There you are. They were. Yeah, I mean, all of y'all were. Put up your Instagram up here, Ryan. It's Plague Jester. I can't remember your whole Instagram. Plague Jester something. Put it up here so people can follow you and follow your cosplays. But you did some really cool ones this weekend. You look great. And again, everybody looked great. And down from us was a Pennywise cosplay, Mr. Floats. I posted him, and he has his own big truck. And I'm telling you, you guys, he had a long freaking line to get a picture with him. I mean, he was having longer lines than some actors. So that was really cool. And then outside was a friend of mine, Spooky Professor, on Instagram. She was being the Ring girl from The Ring. She had some of her photos were either in the well, or some of the photos were in the TV. So you got to take pictures with her, and Raw of the Dead on Instagram, another good friend of mine. He is the photographer, and they had a huge line all weekend to take pictures with her. So see, I mean, cosplayers are so part of all this and so much fun. I mean, who'd think, you know? I mean, lines for cosplayers and pictures longer than actors. It's awesome. I love it. There you go. Plague Jester Michaels. There is Nightmare Groupie's Instagram. Y'all go follow him. He's been doing some cool cosplays. Wasn't it though? Photo ops were so good. They were good. They were so good. I need to go see my picture with Spooky Professor. I haven't looked at it yet, but I need to see that. Yes, you were. Halloween 4. I don't know. I'm telling you, I love all y'all so much. It was so much fun. a con is like a huge confidence boost for me and like a big positive boost for me. And like, if I'm down, like I get happy, cause I'm just around all of my friends. And everybody came to the booth, and I sold a lot of 8x10s, so that was nice. But this is weird. This is weird, though. So my 8x10s, I brought my new photo in the new devil outfit, which I think is sexy as hell, and no one got that photo. I didn't sell one of those. I sold a lot of my 8x10s, but it wasn't my new photo. I thought that one would sell out, but you never know. That's fun. My bikini one was popular. That one and the one in the black gown with the candelabras, that one's popular. But yeah, so thank you everybody who came to the booth and did photos with me and bought an 8x10 and bought stuff from Nightmare Toys. I did a lot of pictures with cosplayers. Like I said, so much fun. Tons of great actors there as well. I got to see my friends Lee and Waddell and Brett Wagner, Felissa Rose and Dave Sheridan. They were right across from us the entire weekend. They were with Art Sideshow. I love Art Sideshow. So we were across from them the whole weekend. We had the best spot. Thank you, Creep Icon, for our spot, because we had a fantastic spot. We were around all of our friends. Monster Tees, Disco Bloodbath, our Art Sideshow, Felissa and Dave. Like, we were around all of our friends, and it was so much fun. And we were right there where people were going in and out from the autograph area and then coming back into the vendors. So, you know, people would see us right when we walk in. So we had a very good spot. And it was fun playing with Felissa, and love her. And then I got to meet Caroline Williams. So much fun. She's awesome. And we just sat there and had like a whole conversation for almost 30 minutes, I swear. Just talking about all kinds of stuff. And she doesn't have anything Leprechaun 3. She said there's nothing Leprechaun 3. There's no stills. There's no nothing from Leprechaun 3. And everybody's been asking her about that. That's what I wanted. I wanted an 8x10 Leprechaun 3, but I had to get the TCM2 because that's pretty much all she had. So we talked about that for a little while, Leprechaun 3 stuff. So she's awesome and super sexy. And then I did meet Dermot Mulroney. Oh, so dreamy, so charming. I highly recommend y'all to meet him. Very nice guy. Very witty and funny. And he really seemed very happy to be there. So yeah, that was a really nice encounter with him. Talked to him for a little bit. Lines were long for Matthew Lillard and Skeet and Nev and Charlie Hunan. Charlie is from Sons of Anarchy. They had all the Sons of Anarchy people. Hunan? Hunnam. Oh, Hunnam. Why have I been saying him this whole time? I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Sorry, Charlie. You're hot as hell, though. I seen him walking by the table and going in there, and I was like, oh. Sorry. You in the white dress covered in blood holding the heart. Yeah, I guess I needed, yeah, I will. I only did the red devil dress for now. But yeah, I probably do need to do one of those bloody ones. You are correct. Creep by Econ is in Ontario, California. And yes, Dan is getting one. I just sent one to Dan. You're getting one. Yeah, Dermot was, he was so nice. Let's talk about cons and lines just for a moment. I want to put this out there. Me and Brian had talked about it on the podcast for a little bit, but I want to talk about it too. And this is for people who don't go to cons very much or who has never been to a con. I want to give you some information. Okay. I've obviously been to a lot now since I've had Nightmare Toys. And if you're going to go, this is my advice. This is like my little info and advice for cons for everybody. And anybody that has been to a lot will know what I'm saying. If you're going to go to a convention to meet someone extremely huge, so like for Creep IE Con, it was Matthew Lillard, Nev and Charlie were only there on Saturday. And I think Skeet was only there on Saturday. But Matthew was there pretty much the whole weekend, I think. People like that, Robert England, Elvira, people like that, if those are the ones you want to go meet, just know that they are going to have a long, long, long line. Obviously, it's going to depend on what con you're going to, too. If it's a big con or a small con, or what kind of, if it's a smaller city or bigger city, that's going to come into factor, too. So at this particular con in Ontario, California, a lot of people came on Saturday. It was packed out. Those lines for Matthew and Nev were insane. And there were a lot of people that got disappointed because they didn't get the autograph. They stood in line all day and did nothing else, and then still didn't get the autograph, and then was mad. And I seen some people were mad at the convention and all that, and I get it. But this is the thing, though. Like, this convention is still kind of new, but no one ever knows exactly how things are exactly going to turn out. But yes, the convention should realize if we're going to have these big people and we know they're going to have a big line, we need to put them in a separate room than all the other people. So yeah, they need to think about that and maybe change that up if that happens, they need to change that up for next time. So it's a learning process for conventions, but also for the person, for the fan like me or you. If you're going to meet someone that big, go early. And I mean way before it's going to start. Go early. Because if you decide to go on a Saturday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon to go see Robert England somewhere, and you go there and that line is so freaking long, and if you think you're going to get the autograph, I'm here to tell you, you're probably not going to get the autograph. Okay? So you got to get there early so you're not upset and you get your autograph and everybody's happy. But there comes a point, and everybody needs to realize this, there comes a point where, of course, there's going to be that many people to come. And when there's so many people, no one can help that. It's no one's fault. No one can help that. And that's just the turnout for Nev Campbell or Robert or Elvira or whoever, because they're huge. We all want to see them. We all want to talk to them. We all want to take our picture with them. We all want an autograph. But I want everybody to know, just put that in your head. If you're going to meet one of these people, go early. You need to plan it out. You need to have a game plan. I can tell you this, there is no freaking way that I'm going to stand in line for 8 hours for somebody. There's no way. I can't do it. I don't care how much I want the autograph. If I see that line and it is so freaking huge, it's going this way, out the door, around the corner of the building, I mean, yeah, it's not going to happen. And conventions cap stuff off. Friday night, they capped off Matthew Lillard's line. The VIP, it started at 5. Started at 5 o'clock. It was 5 to 10 on Friday night. They capped off the line by 5:30. Within 30 minutes of the con starting, Matthew Lillard's line was already fucking capped off. And when I mean capped off, like, they're telling everybody, yeah, we're done right here. So anybody in line after this, yeah, too bad you're not doing it tonight. Bye. That's pretty much how it is and what that means. And now all those people are mad. So that's why I say go early, very, very early. Don't decide to go at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and think you're going to get Neve Campbell's autograph on a Saturday, because it's not going to happen. VIP is the way to go. There are times, I'm going to tell you that sometimes with some cons, whatever, sometimes VIP doesn't necessarily do a whole lot. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. So, yeah. Let me go back. Oh, my God. Wait a minute. Let me go back and read what y'all are saying. Had insane long lines. Yeah, Yeah, Jamie Kennedy never has that much. It's always... Okay, so when it's Scream people, it's Neve, Matthew, and then Skeet, David Arquette, because David Arquette was at this one, and then Jamie. I don't know why. It's so weird, but yeah. 2 hours, yeah. No meeting them. Yeah. Lines were up the ass. I know. I seen you running, Ryan. The one time I seen you without your cosplay when they opened the doors, I guess it was Saturday, right? Or Sunday. We literally were sitting there at the table and I seen you zoom, with your backpack. I'm like, well, there goes Ryan. Everybody, it was funny because the line went right by our table to go into where the autograph was. And you can see when they finally let like after VIP comes in for about an hour, then they let in general admission and all these people just running. Whew, swarms of people. We're just sitting there at the table like, well, there everybody goes. No one's in the vendor area right now. We're all running to the autographs. It was funny. The other thing I want to mention too about VIP. So a lot of cons will do the VIP and you can get in an hour before everybody else. This is one of the things too I want to tell y'all. Not all the time are all of the actors there at that time for VIP. Sometimes actors are late. That happens sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes actors are late. Sometimes they're way past, like say the VIP comes in at 10, regular at 11. Sometimes actors won't come until noon. So even if you think you're VIP and you go in at VIP, it's not going to help you any if the actor is not there. Do you see what I'm saying? So that happens sometimes too with these actors. Sometimes a flight's late or they're just late. And, then that, causes issues because it's that just much more people and everything. And yeah. So that can happen too. So that'll take your VIP right out the door. Let's see what else. Well, Matthew Lillard, so he is one that likes to take his time with his fans too. He really does talk to his fans, which is very nice. But then again, it slows things up. So just keep in mind about that. Like if you're ever going to meet Matthew, Neve, she's pretty good about talking to people. And this is the really cool thing about them as well. And I've seen them do this, both of them, Neve and Matthew. I've seen them do this before. Again, lines are long. It's going past when the con closes. And they will stay. They will stay until everybody that is in the line gets their autograph. Now that's fucking cool. Not all people will do that. And I don't even think that they're even obligated to do that. I mean, when the con is done at, say, 6 o'clock, they could go home and tell everybody, bye. But they don't do that. They stay. And I think they were there until almost about 9 or 10 o'clock on Saturday is what I was told. And it ended at 6. So I've seen this happen at Texas Frightmare before too. Stuff like that. Like John Carpenter, though, they had him on his own floor for Texas Frightmare. And when you have big names like that, I mean, that's just what you're going to have to do as the con. I kind of felt a little upset that some people were just blaming the convention a lot for them not getting their autograph. Now, again, I wasn't in line, so I wasn't dealing with all that stuff. And I heard a lot of things, weren't organized and everything. But it's still a learning process for the con. And again, if you end up having that many people get in that line, I mean, there's nothing anybody can do about that. I mean, that's just how it is. I did feel bad for this. There were so many people in the huge room that they had where all the autographs were. There were so many people in there that they had to block off the room. So there was a line to even get in the room to go get an autograph from somebody. That's how busy it was. And I've seen this happen at other cons too. So it's not just this one. And that's just how busy the convention is. So that's cool. That's good. It's good, but it's not good for the people trying to get autographs. But I felt bad for all the actors that were in there and people couldn't get to them because of other people's lines being so long, or they weren't letting more people into the room. So people that wanted autographs from other actors that didn't have long lines or whatever, couldn't get in there. So I kind of felt bad for that. And then again, I felt bad for those actors or actresses as well, like Christina Lease. The Nev and Matthew's line went straight into her table. No one could even be in line for Christine. I felt so bad for her. They eventually moved her, thank God. They did fix a lot of issues for Sunday, so that was good. But they did eventually move her, but I felt bad for her. I know Brett Wagner, he ended up moving himself. He moved himself into the vendor area because it was just so packed, So whenever you have Scream people, they need to go be in their own room. And that, the conventions need to think about that for sure. But Scream people need to be in their own rooms away from all the other actors and actresses that are there, because it just takes away from them, and that's a shame. So, stuff like that happens too. That's line on Saturday would not hurt you meeting others. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. You got to camp out. I ain't camping out. Hello, Slaughter Count. Well, hello. Well, thank you for joining in. I appreciate that. We're just talking about conventions and stuff right now. I've been talking about some Valentine movies and some other movies and things that I have watched over the past week. Not his autograph without having to wait. Yeah. There needs to be a ticket system. Brian was talking about that. Some sort of ticket system where everybody buys a prepaid ticket, so when you need to get in line, and you're going to get in line and get the autograph. That's what needs to happen. And then they can only sell so many, and then you don't have any mad people, upset people. So something like that needs to happen. Yeah. Kristy's Convention Survival Guide. Will we have a table booth for Days of the Dead? Yes, we are working on that. If we do have we're just going to have a very small little table for Days of the Dead, because everybody can just come here to the store and stuff. And that's usually what everybody does anyway. We're just right down the road from the plaza. But we might just do a little small table, basically probably just for me to put out my pictures if anybody wants to come and get a picture from me and talk with me. And then we might have some shirts and stickers and stuff. And that's probably about it that we'll do for Days of the Dead. Con that is not horror-centric. This is true. Hello, Elaine. Ghostface stuff. There is nothing new coming at the moment. Like I said, I did make my big order from Fun World last month in January. And so it's just waiting on them to start shipping stuff. But they usually don't ship any of their Ghostface stuff until a little bit later in the year. And there's really not much of anything else Ghostface that has been ordered. There is a figure I ordered on another site. I found this really cool Ghostface figure, but we haven't gotten it yet or anything. It's from some company I hadn't heard of or anything, but it was a really cool Ghostface figure and ordered a few of those. Just waiting on those. That's really about it, though. Yep, Scream people will be at Texas Frightmare. I'm super upset, though, that Warwick Davis is not doing Days of the Dead here in Las Vegas. And let me tell you why. Because of lines. Exactly what I'm talking about. Warwick Davis is going to be at Texas Frightmare. I know a lot of people want to see Warwick, and a lot of people are going to be in that line at Texas Frightmare. So I was hoping I was going to get his autograph here at Days of the Dead, since it's a little bit smaller of a convention here than Texas Frightmare. And I would be able to go over to his table quickly and get an autograph and be done with it. Texas Frightmare, I don't know. We're always extremely busy there. A lot going on. It's a bigger con. So I don't know. So now I'm really upset. It's like, shit. But he canceled for here. Boo. And my daughter was going to come, but I don't know if she's going to now. And because she wanted to meet him. Arrived 5 hours late, but stayed extra to make sure. Yeah. It's nice when they do that. Poor time management for autographs is... Yeah. I'm not sure what to say about the time management, though. Like I said, maybe if they did like a ticket system, that would help things out. There definitely needs to be more people around to help out with lines and tell people where they need to go and what's happening. But again, like if you just have that many people show up, I mean, at that point, like I said, there's just nothing anybody can do when there's just so many people. But yeah. People tried sneaking in, security got... Yeah, I know. I think I seen some guy... I feel like me and Liz went outside for a minute to go get some fresh air. And I feel like I heard a guy say... He was like yelling on his phone, and I think he got kicked out. The con. Oh, thank you, Carlos. That's very sweet of you to say. I love Texas Frightmare. Getting a paper. Yeah. Seated. No, I don't have the Ghostface figure with me. No. Yeah, like a lottery type thing. Yeah, I know we're all bummed here that Warwick isn't going to be here. We're all really upset over it. Michael Bean. Yeah, Michael Bean's awesome. And his wife, Jennifer Blank Bean, I've met her too. And she's so super sweet. I love her. She's been in some movies. Oh, what is that movie with Shannon Doherty? God, I love that movie. It's so popular. What the heck is it called? Oh, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Stop. What is it called? Shannon Doherty. It came out like late 90s. Right? Where's it at? Oh, Friends Till the End. 97. It was a TV movie. I remember watching that because I watched 90210, so I loved Shannon Doherty. And so this movie came out that Shannon Doherty was in, but Jennifer Blank Bean is in it, and she plays like the weird friend, like the weird stalker friend. And that movie, Friends to the End, is so fucking good. And you can never find it anywhere streaming so you can watch it. I hate that because I'd like to watch it now. But yeah, she's in that. I love that movie. But she's done a lot of Lifetime movies and TV movies and a lot of stuff. But she's super sweet too. And I think she's going to be here too. There's Rachel. Hey, Rachel. I know we're all bummed about Warwick. I still want you to come, though. We all still want you to come. Liz is going to be on spring break. So we can go with Liz and go gamble. And go drink. Oh, you're gonna have a Ghostface themed birthday party? Oh, that's fun. I don't have any Ghostface party wear, but I have Jaws. We've got Jaws party wear here. I don't know if we can get Ghostface. But that would be cool. Hello, Jazz. How are you? Thank you. Cherry Falls. Yes, that's a great movie. You know my luck with gambling. Oh, in fact, gambling. I won $110 last night. Yep. Went to because we go to Sunset Station to go watch the movies. So went out to dinner last night. Nice steak dinner. And watched Lisa Frankenstein. And then I ended up winning $110 on Wicked Wheel. I was very happy. I was like, hell yeah, I'm going home now with my 110. I'm good. I put in $40, won 110. So, why, hello, Brandon. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day to you. Is that a Jason Goes to Hell picture for your? It is. See, I love Wicked Wheel, y'all. I always win on Wicked Wheel. So if y'all come out here and play Wicked Wheel, it's a penny thing, a penny slot machine, but it's always fun. Take the money and run. I know. All right. Oh, I want to show y'all this too. So, like I said, we are doing 15% off on the website today and in store. Ryan, I don't know what you're doing, but tonight we're watching My Bloody Valentine at Nightmare Cafe at 7. But when we did go to Creep by Econ, we always end up buying stuff from Trick or Treat Studios. They were there. And whenever Trick or Treat Studios is at a con we're at, we always just end up going over there and buying a whole bunch of stuff from them and bringing it back. Easy. Don't have to pay for shipping. So we did purchase a whole bunch of stuff from them and brought it back. Now, this stuff is not on the website. Okay. It is in store. So if you are in Vegas, we do have these things. I just wanted to show my fave. But the Motel Hell. I absolutely love this figure. I need this in my collection. But we only have this one left. So I'll get mine later. But yeah, so we have one of these left. We did have some Michael, but we already sold the Michael. And then we have some of the Killer Clown as well. We have him and we have Slim. And then we also have Candyman. So we've got these. We did get some of the Rob Zombie, Michael Myers masks as well. Some new wall decor and a few other little, I think we got Pretty Woman masks and Grandpa masks, I believe. And a few other things. I can't remember everything. So we did get some of that in. And we are getting the NECA John Carver Toonie Tears. We don't have them yet, but we did get the email that they are shipping those. So we will be getting the John Carver Toonie Tears soon. So if you live in Las Vegas, we won't be putting them on the website right now. I'm so sorry. Here in maybe another month or so, we will start putting stuff on the website again. But if you live in Vegas, don't go to Target and get your Toonie Tear. Come to Nightmare Toys and come get your John Carver. We will have them. I'm not sure when they will arrive, but we are getting them. I did order the 8-inch clothes and I did order the Ultimate, but I haven't heard anything about those. I did see one person yesterday on Instagram post the Ultimate figure. It looks pretty cool. He's kind of yellow. But yeah, pretty cool. I like the Toonie Tears. I think they're fun. We never did get the other series of Toonie Tears in. I don't know why. That's something we're going to have to check on because we never did get our Megan or Tarman or Vincent Price Toonie Tears. I ordered them, never got them. So got to check on that. But we will be getting the John Carver. So, and you work at Target. Yeah, sorry. I know. Target, I have a love-hate relationship with Target. I want everybody to stop going to Target and buying your collectibles. Buy them from Nightmare Toys. Buy them from a small business. Just saying. But I do like Target though. Let's see. What else? March events. Hey, I'm not done talking yet. Have I talked y'all's ear off yet? Where are we at? Over an hour. I've been talking to y'all for over an hour now. I have some stuff coming up in March, though, besides Days of the Dead, which is St. Patrick's Day weekend, the 15th, 16th, and 17th. Rachel, if you are still listening, all of this may be happening before Days of the Dead, so I don't know if that's going to make you want to come sooner or later or another time. I'm talking about my daughter right now. But we might have a whole bunch of events happening that whole week for Days of the Dead. So we will be having, hold on. Can't ever pronounce her name. I'm so bad with names. It's horrible. I need to get it straight, y'all. No. Leah. Boise. She was the Clown Cafe girl in Terrifier 2. She lives here in Las Vegas. She's a lovely girl. I love her. So she's going to come do a signing on the 14th. That's actually on a Thursday. That's before the Days of the Dead event, because, she knows that we will be doing Days of the Dead and being busy with that. So we're going to do that on that Thursday. I talked to her and I talked to Sean Clark this past weekend too, because he was telling me about her wanting to come do it, which I've talked to her already before about it anyway. He was saying something about somebody else as well. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but adding somebody else with it. But him and her were telling me that the Art the Clown Appreciation fan club or whatever will be here in Vegas. All of them or something will be here in Vegas. So it should be a pretty good event here for Nightmare Toys then, having her, because she can start telling them and promoting it, and then everybody can come here for that. So that's going to happen from 4 to 7 on March 14th. We'll be having her. We were thinking of doing something on the 13th on that Wednesday. We don't know this, but this is just tossing it in the air with Felissa Rose. So her and Dave will be coming for Days of the Dead. She's going to come early, and we do the Wednesday night watch parties at the cafe, right? So we were thinking about Wednesday night, watching Sleepaway Camp for the movie and having Felissa Rose join us. So you can watch Sleepaway Camp with me and Felissa. So we might do that on Wednesday, have Leah on Thursday, and then Days of the Dead, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's a lot going on that week for that. And then March 23rd, the following weekend, the following Saturday, we're going to have Ginger Lynn. She's coming back from 5 to 7 just for a couple hours. She is promoting her new movie, The Gifted. It's a new horror movie she's very excited about. The writer, director, all of them will be here as well. They're doing the premiere here in Vegas that afternoon of The Gifted, and then it'll be a little kind of after party kind of at Nightmare Toys and signing event and all of that. So come for that. And then right after that, they're going to be filming The Gifted, the part 2 of it. They're already got a sequel in the works, and I will be having a small little part in that. So that will be fun, to be in a movie with Ginger, and he made sure that the scene is with Ginger. So yay! I'm excited about that. Also want to announce too, again, Drew Marvick has announced Pool Party Massacre 2. I know everybody is excited. I've seen everybody talk about it on Instagram and talk about it on his posts. And so that's, obviously he lives here in Vegas as well. And we're all good friends with Drew. And me and him talked, and I will have a part in that as well. So, yeah, you get to see me a little bit. So that should be fun. In Pool Party Massacre 2, he did say something about having to cast my head. So I've never done that before. So we'll see how that goes and see what happens to my head. He did ask me something. I don't know if this is going to happen or not, but y'all might like this little fun fact. He did ask me if I'm okay to be in lingerie. And I'm like, yeah, I think, I'm probably the last person you should ask that to. Yes, I'm okay to be in lingerie. So this should be interesting. So yay, I'm excited about all that. That's happening. What else is happening? Skate to Hell. They're supposed to be filming here too. We'll be in that. And then Desert Fiends again. I talked about that before. Make sure y'all watch the trailer for Desert Fiends. The store is in that. I have a small little part in that movie too, with Sean C. Phillips. And then he's doing Skate to Hell next. And same thing, the store I think will be in that as well. And I think I'll have a little small part in there too. So yeah, lots of stuff happening. Lots of stuff going on. I'm very, very excited about. Nightmare Kristy in lingerie. Right. I love lingerie. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. I love it. Let's see. Yep, and March Madness. March Madness, is coming to basketball. So lots of things happening. And we will be at Texas Frightmare. Yeah, that's going to be the only Texas con for us this year, I think. It's a lot for us to do cons that far. It's a lot of money. It's just a lot. Because we have to drive, and especially to Texas, that's like a day and a half, 2 days gone. Then we have to do it back. We're gone 3 days for the convention. Got to pay for our room, our travel, our food. We pay for our employees that come. We pay for their room, their travel, their food. A lot of the times, not all the time, but, so we pay for all this stuff. It's just a lot. So I don't know. I would like to try out the Houston Horror Film Fest convention. A lot of my friends are at that one. I like to try that one. Cult Classic I always love, but we won't be making that one this year though. So yeah. We're not doing a whole lot of conventions this year. I actually would like to focus on other things, more like doing the signings here than the conventions. So I don't know. We'll see. They cast your head, keep it. I know, right? If he'll let me keep it, I sure will. Yep. Just come out. Let's get to Houston Horror. Yeah. I lived in Tomball. I went to Tomball High School, right outside of Houston. So I need to come back to Houston anyway at some point. All right. I don't have anything going on for April. We'll just go through March first and get through March, and then we'll get to April. But so those are the events going on in March. So mark all that down. Possibly something happening on the 13th at the restaurant with Felissa Rose, and then Leah from Terrifier 2 coming to do a signing 4 to 7 on the 14th, March 14th. And then the Days of the Dead convention, 15th, 16th, and 17th. We should probably have, I think, a St. Patrick's Day sale going on for the store too, online and in store as well, with having that. And then the Ginger Lynn signing 5 to 7 on March 23rd. So, all right, lots happening. So next week we are going to do a new movie called Here for Blood. I had kind of posted about it. Screambox. It's on Screambox. Screambox sent me a promotional package for it, and I did post about it on my Instagram last week. I wanted to watch it and talk about it for this week, for today, but I didn't get to it. So we are actually going to cover that movie for next week. Me and Brian will cover that for the podcast, and I'll talk about it here next week. And then I'll try to find some other movies to talk about. It's just, I don't know, it's a little slow for horror movies at the moment. But I am excited for other movies to be coming out. I guess I'm excited for Imaginary. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I'm all for that. The stop motion movie looked kind of interesting. Not really sure what to think about that. That looks interesting. I'm excited for Ghostbusters coming. What else? Maxine. I know we didn't get to see the trailer at the Super Bowl. Seen a lot of horror fans talk about that on Twitter. We didn't get the Maxine trailer. That I don't know what else is happening. Oh, okay. Yay. That would be awesome. Thank you, Last Elm Street Kid. He works at the Hustler store, and he's going to give us a 20% off coupon for our lingerie. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Are you coming tonight to the movie? Oh, well, happy birthday, Trico. How old are you going to be, if you don't mind me saying? Chucky official dates. Oh, yeah, I seen somebody talk about the Chucky series. Did they have the official dates? Because we need to have that come back. We need to finish watching Chucky, and I think American Horror Story, too. I was watching that, and then they stopped that as well. Well, thank you. Yes, everybody go watch your My Bloody Valentine and go watch Valentine Bluffs, please. It is on YouTube. I don't have any more copies in the store, but I will be getting more. I have to get with Tom. He said he didn't have a whole lot left either because they had been doing conventions up north. So 31. Well, happy birthday. All right, guys. Well, I think that's about it. Watch, I'll get off here and I'll think of something else I wanted to talk about. I do that all the time. But I think that's about it. I think I covered a lot. I covered everything. I talked y'all's ear off for an hour and a half. So, yeah. So, go have a happy Valentine's Day, the rest of your night. Like I said, please go watch Valentine Bluffs on YouTube. Tell me what you think. Watch Valentine, Lover's Lane, My Bloody Valentine. They're all streaming. They're all streaming somewhere. Lisa Frankenstein is at the movie theater. It was nice to see on the big screen, but maybe just wait for it to stream. If you're not exactly into teenage love stories, maybe just wait for that to stream, but it is at the movie theater right now. Blood Moon, I'm not sure where that's streaming, but I highly, highly recommend Blood Moon. Go find it. Skeletons in the Closet with Terrence Howard and Cuba Gooding Jr. filmed here in Vegas. That is on Shudder. The Dario Argento documentary is also on Shudder. And then Shudder, you can go back and watch Joe Bob's very violent Valentine show. Is also on Shudder as well. So yeah, I will see y'all next week. Again, we are going to be watching Here for Blood, and that is on Screambox. So, all right, y'all have a very spooky Valentine's, and I love y'all. Bye.